Thank you, guys. Good evening, everybody. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Net Control Operator WX8G calling the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net, and we're going to bring it into session. Our net takes place on Tuesdays and Thursday night at 8 p.m. on the N8QA repeaters. The one at South Webster is on the frequency of 145.390 megahertz, and it has a PL tone of 136.5. Also, we have our 440 repeater in Portsmouth, the 444.600 megahertz, and it is has no tones on it. Also, via Echolink, we have the KG4 DVE repeater located in Ashland, Kentucky. This net is not a traffic net, but we will do our best to handle emergency or priority traffic. Per FCC rules, regulations, this net will yield to emergency and priority traffic at any time. That traffic must be brought to me, WX8G, the net control, and we'll do our best to handle your traffic. Break. Okay, this is Thursday, and you know, on the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net, Thursday means that tonight is our trader's net, and anybody can list radio or computer equipment for sale. When checking in, please give your call sign and your name with or without a listing, and I will start taking the check-ins after this listing that I want to do. So anyway, break. Okay, I have some people call them bow thing, I call them bow thing, but I have a UV5R HT, and it does have the battery, and it does have the charger that comes with it. And I've gone dirt cheap on this. I hate to even go any cheaper than what I had, but anyway, somebody wants that, $10. We'll buy it for you. Also tonight only, but I have a Heathkit amp, and anyway, it was working well whenever that it was shut down. But anyway, I can't get anything out of it. It is lighting up and so forth, but if I was guessing, I'd say it probably needs the caps replaced in it. But anyway, tonight, notice this, because if I get it somewhere where I get it working, you know, it's going to be more money. But tonight, for $100, so that ought to make somebody happy to be able to get that. Okay, I have a brand new wire antenna. I have not gotten it out, and I never noticed when I was looking at it any kind of thing saying what kind it was, but it is a manufactured, and anyway, it's everything is all just like it comes from the factory. $50 on that, and that's a HF wire. Got a 3-element 6-meter beam, and I've been trying to sell it for $75. Tonight, $50. Also have a 3-element 6-meter beam, and it's just like new. And anyway, $50. Have a Astron RS20 20-amp power supply, and I have dropped that to $50 and not going to go any lower on that. Also have a Astron 7-amp power supply, that's what I have. This is out of Silent Keys equipment. So anyway, when you buy it, you know as is and how is and where is. But anyway, if you want to get a hold of me for any of this, you can do it after the net at 740-250-4955. And that takes care of that. And I'll break. Okay, I will take check-ins, and after check-ins, I'll give you a chance to make a comment. But if you do have something for sale, please let me know. Say, you know, with a listing or without a listing, and we'd be more than happy to try to sell some equipment for you there. So, like I said, I'll take the check-ins, and then after that, I'll come back and let you make a comment. Just before we start the net, I want to ask, do we have any emergency or priority traffic? If so, please call now. Okay, not hearing anything. No emergency or priority traffic. Not hearing any of that. Let's start the check-in. So who's first out there that would like to check in this evening? Please call now.
Good evening, Gary. KCJRE,
Jonathan.
Jim, this is Marcus in and out.
All right, Jim. Thank you for checking in and checking out. And if you will, check me into your net there, just in case I don't get there in time. So thank you, Jim. I got you here in and out.
Kilowatt Charlie 8, Juliet Romeo Echo, John and Minford. Just check me in. I have no listing.
Whiskey 3 Whiskey Victor Alpha, Greg in Spring Valley with a freebie listing.
Sorry, I just stepped on the last one there. Anyway, try it again, please.
Whiskey 3 Whiskey Victor Alpha, Greg in Spring Valley with a freebie listing.
Kilo Delta 8, Whiskey Tango Golf, Tom Mobile headed to Muletown.
KB8 SRN, Gary. N8 MRB, Mike, Rosemount.
W8XDB Dave, mark me in and out tonight, please, Gary. Thank you.
N8JEN, Jennifer.
Okay, I'll give you what I have here so far. W3, WVA. But anyway, with a listing, and KD8 WTG, KB8 SRN, N8 MRB, W8 XDB, Dave, in and out, and then N8 JEN. Do we have any others?
I don't know if you missed me or not, Gary. KC8JRE, John and Minford, check me in.
I didn't. I thought maybe I said something there, but anyway, maybe I didn't, but sorry about that. All right, anybody else?
Good evening, Gary. KN4IMU, Michael.
Kilo Echo 8, Alpha Alpha Lima, Bill Waverly, no listing.
Hey, at KN4IMU, and I have KE8 Alpha Alpha Lima Bill there at Waverly. Somebody else? Anybody else here this evening like to check into Portsmouth Radio Club net? And it is Trader's Net tonight, so if you want to list something, won't cost you a dime. And we have got rid of some pretty nice equipment along the way. Anybody else there before we start at the top? Okay, we'll go to the top. First we had N8TVO, and that's Jim from Ironton, and he was in and out. And now we go down to KC8JRE. John, good evening to you.
Good evening, Gary, and everyone on the net this evening. Don't have a whole lot to say. I spent a couple of days helping my granddaughter move. She sold her house, bought a bigger one, as her family's getting bigger, so she needed a bigger house. So I spent 2 days lifting boxes and going up and down steps, and 2 days later, I'm as sore as can be. I could hardly walk this morning. I'm too old to be doing that. But anyway, I did enjoy the time with the family, but boy, I'm praying for it today. Really don't have much more to add, so 73s, everyone, have a nice evening, and I'm sure glad the snow's gone. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm glad it's gone. Back to net control, KC8JRE.
Yeah, John, that's a hard job, and I'd hate to have to ever move again. 68 years old, and I sure would hate to leave here, because I'll tell you, there'd be so much stuff there that a person, you don't even realize what kind of stuff you have. But anyway, that shoveling snow, boy, it really worked on me. I was sore. I've actually got soreness in my legs even now. But anyway, I'm glad you was able to get her moved, and good to hear you this evening. All right, we're going to come on down to W3, WVA. I think there's an alpha on there, and you do have a listing. So go ahead there, Greg.
Well, good evening, Gary, and everybody on the net. It's good to be back. My electricity was out for about 9 days. I had 2 large 50-foot, at least, tall trees fall over and demolish my off-center fed dipole I had up in the trees in the backyard. It was brand new, so I'm looking to get another one. I'd like to find out a little more information about your HF antenna that you have. I'd also like to say that that Baofeng for $10 is a great deal. If I didn't already have 3 of them, I'd buy it, because you can do a lot of things with those things. But my listing is for an old Archer rotor controller. It's a 3-wire controller. It'll work. It'll spin your rotor, but the little faceplate on the front is not reliable for the direction north, south, east, and west. But it's free, and if anybody wants it, I'll keep it out of the trash can until Sunday night, and you can get on my QRZ page at W3WVA and send me shoot me an email, and I'll give it to you. I'll even meet you somewhere. But anyway, it's good to be back. I just got my equipment back from the factory warranty servicing. Everything's okay. Power supply came today, and the VHF came yesterday. Everything's hooked up, so I'm assuming everything is working. But if you want that arch rotor, the old 3-wire arch rotor controller, go to my QRZ page and shoot me an email. Thanks a lot, and 73 to everybody. W3WVA. Back to net control.
I'll try to find out here as soon as I can and see exactly what that is. Like I said, it's not in like a plastic bag or anything like that, but it actually has the the copper stranded wire, no insulation on it. So I would imagine probably that antenna that you had, it probably was the same way. It probably had that exposed copper. But anyway, that there controller would be a dandy if somebody has one of those rotors. And so anyway, that's pretty well all there. And thank you so much for checking in with us this evening. All right, next on the list is KD8WTG, Tom in the mobile, and I'm sure that he's probably getting close to home, but go ahead there, Tom, and give us a little bit of chatter and tell us what's going on.
Well, good evening, Gary, and everybody on the net. Had my first COVID shot today, and the 24th is supposed to get my second one. And so, and I made a few stops around town, and went to Ironton, made a couple stops and that kind of thing. Come on, and I went to a funeral home on a friend of mine. We had his Masonic service, and a whole bunch of people there. So sorry to see him go. Sorry to see him go. But I am back home in the driveway, so hope everybody's doing okay. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll turn it back to net control, KD8WTG. I've got 3 or 4 of those little 5Rs too, so or else I'd probably jump on it too. So, all right, back to net control, KD8WTG.
Okay, Tom. Good to hear you in there, buddy. All right, so we've got the Tom out to the Mule Town. So get this guy that lives in the suburbs of Mule Town. So KBA SRN, Gary, what's going on, man?
KBA SRN, good evening, Gary, and everybody on the net. I kind of slowed down today. Painting's done in that room, and back's hurt me a little bit. I think I'm going to join the circus after all the gyrations I had to do to get that room painted. So I was going through some of the things I had squirreled away in there, and we had to move to paint, and came across a lot of scout stuff that I had when I was a scout, and also when I was involved as a scoutmaster and so forth, merit badge books. And I found a radio merit badge book that an older one. It was printed in 1957, copyright in 1947. Very interesting material. Probably up with the technology that I'm currently using, so I'm not too far out of shape with that one. But I did teach radio later on when my son was involved in electronics, so we had a lot of fun with that. Some old pictures and things that I saw in the process of moving this stuff around. Anyway, that's my day. In 7-3 y'all, KB8 SRN.
All right, Gary. Good to hear from you, and glad you found some relics there. Yeah, that's all right. All right, I guess we may as well go out around let's see, Rosemount, N8 MRB, and Mike, one half of the Love couple. Tell us what's going on.
Thank you, Gary. You're going to hear from Jennifer in a bit here, so we'll see how that goes. You did that. It's been a pretty good day. It was not as warm as it has been, but it was up there for a while. I was really surprised, and the weatherman was way off when we watched it about noon from what we got and what he said we were going to get. So, all in all, I've been enjoying this weather. Even if it did preview with the snow and ice, things are pretty nice right now. Did get some new contacts on the transceiver. Safe Martin was a new one. We both nabbed it the other day, so that was a nice reason to get it. And
with that, I'm going to turn it back over to net control in 8MRB.
Okay, Mike. I appreciate you checking in. Anyway, got to keep everything moving around. So anyway, I'm glad that you guys was able to get that. All right, the next one is W8XDB, and that is Dave, and he's in and out. So anyway, that brings us down to N8JN, Jennifer, the other part of the love couple. So tell us what's going on.
Good evening, Gary, and everybody else on the net tonight. Not a whole lot going on. Just trying to scrounge some dinner together here, doing some Chinese microwave. It's always good. And, if you don't find a taker on that Baofeng, holler at me. Don't really need another one, but, you always hold one back in case somebody comes around that needs one. I was kind of interested in that antenna rotor. I'm going to check his email and get some more info on it. I'm too tired tonight to understand exactly what all it is, and I think you live in West Virginia there, if I remember correctly. But I'll just turn it back over to you, and whenever you get a chance, tell us what it is you've got for $100 tonight. I missed that part of it. 73 off, N8JEN.
Okay. The free one there from Greg, it's an Archer controller. And anyway, it's the part that controls the rotor. He don't have the rotor, he just has the controller. And I think you maybe thought that was the rotor and everything for free. If he could do that for you, I'd be glad. Yeah, what I had for $100, it is the Heathkit amplifier. It'll put it out between 600 and 700 watts when it's operating. But Bub, my neighbor, well, anyway, he had got a newer amplifier, and anyway, it had 160 meters on it. So he had this Heathkit. He had it setting. So I don't know how long it had set, because I was with him at a Hamfest when he bought the other one. But anyway, tonight I just feel like it. If somebody wants it for $100, as is, I do know the tubes are good in it, so he had retubed it. But it's just not good to let anything like that sit, because those capacitors, or caps as you call them, those things will go bad, and I don't think Bub ever did recap it, but it always worked, and he always used it all the time. So somebody wants it there as is tonight, $100. So that's what I can tell you on that one.
Okay, thank you, Gary. Yeah, I thought that he had a rotor that wasn't working or something that needed some attention. That's what I was thinking. But all righty, I appreciate the info, and I'll turn it back over to you. N8JEN.
Okay, I got a idea. You can get that free controller and buy that $10 Baofeng radio, and anyway, when you want the rotor or you want the antenna turned, anyway, put Mike outside there, and that way you can let him know whenever he gets it in the right spot.
Mike's going to do what?
Okay. If you was wondering about that Archer controller, she was thinking maybe it had a rotor with it. But anyway, it doesn't. But anyway, if you wanted to get it free, that would be okay. But my suggestion was that anyway, Jennifer could buy the UV5R HT and the battery and the charger. And anyway, she could give that to you, and you could stand outside, and she could talk to you and tell you where to turn the antenna.
Better yet, Gary, on the days you're not driving a truck, you can come over and rotate it for me.
Oh, I'm glad you're good, mild and mild manner and really great people. I can get away with just about anything there, but I do like to make you and other ones laugh. All right, we better go to Ashland there. KN4IMU. What's going on, Michael?
KN4MU, good evening, Gary. Everyone else has checked in so far. Just sitting here watching the hockey game, play on the computer for a little bit, enjoying my day off. Just kind of chilled out yesterday evening and then went up and got my late birthday dinner. Stopped at the river and got me a good old steak, so can't complain. But it's probably the last time I'll have it for a while just because, so dang expensive. Easiest way to explain it. Other than that, nothing else really going on, Gary. Just same old here. Not looking forward to going back to work because it's supposed to rain the next 3 days. But we will have our net tomorrow night. As Bill would say, Lord willing, the creek don't rise. It's risen a little bit, but not too much. Send it back to you, Gary. Have a good evening. KN4IMU.
All righty. Appreciate you checking in there, Michael. So have a good one. All right, I guess we may as well head to Waverly. KE8AAL. Bill, what's going on?
Well, first thing I have to say is I've really enjoyed the entertainment on the radio this evening. It's them straight-necked, straight-backed guys on some of them other repeaters couldn't hold a candle to the way it's been this evening. But, hey, it's been a great day up here in Waverly. Went and got a haircut, picked up a new pair of glasses, drove through the car wash, went to the grocery store, then enjoyed just driving around a little bit and just enjoying the beautiful sun today. And then got kind of depressed when I saw we was going to get rain. A little bit of rain tomorrow and probably Saturday there some, or maybe Sunday, I guess it is. But, hey, just enjoying the day today, and thank the Lord that I had another day today. But nothing else really going on. Still trying to figure out what my HF problem is up here. I can't seem to... been trying to do some digital work, and I can't seem to get this thing working right for some reason. I don't know what the deal is. I may have something disconnected. I didn't connect back up. I'm not sure, but something's not right in the HF side of the radio, so I'm going to have to put some time in here and see if I can get it working again. But hey, I'll turn it back to Net Control. Hey, nice to listen in this evening, and everybody stay safe. Kilo Echo 8 Alpha Alpha Lima.
Hey, Bill. It's always good to hear you. Always good to hear you in there, so appreciate you checking in. All right, we have gotten down to the bottom of the list, and we still would love to have more check-ins. So do we have anybody out there, anyone else that would like to have a part in the net tonight? Please call now.
W3 WVA recheck.
Okay, Tom, I heard you reach a forest station. Would you try it again, please?
W3 WVA for a recheck.
Okay, you're right under Tom. That other that 4 station that came in there, would you try it again, please?
KN4FSA, Morgan via Echo Link.
K8DMK, Danny.
Be with you here in a minute. Alright. I'll tell you what, guys, that's on the recheck there. Let me go ahead and get Morgan here. Morgan, go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, coming to you tonight via Echo Link out in Troy, Illinois. Loaded a load out of Elkhart this morning and made it down here. It was 28 degrees up there this morning and heavy fog. Couldn't see hardly anywhere. We got out of there finally and got rolling, and temperature got up to 45 by the time I got down here. It's down to 44 right now, and supposed to drop down to 30 tonight. It'd be a little chilly, so the truck will be running tonight to keep me warm and toasty. But it sounds like a good day tomorrow for running, going all the way to the west coast. So get out there probably Sunday evening sometime around the Riverside, California area is where I'm headed with this load. So anyway, it's about the sum of it on my end of the journey here. Turn it back over to Net Control, 73 to everybody.
Okay, Morgan. Good deal, buddy. Anyway, keep her between the lines. And hopefully here, maybe about Monday or so, I may get a start job driving truck, but it'll be a straight truck. So anyway, I've been trying to get a job here for a while since I got out of the truck driving academy. But anyway, best wishes to you. Enjoy it out there on the west coast. You might get a little bit of sunshine, maybe get a suntan.
I'll do my best. I won't be there too long. But, yeah, it's supposed to be like 65, 70 degrees when I get out there. They were talking about today out there, 65 mile an hour winds and gusts to 100 mile an hour San Bernardino winds or something like that they called it. But it'll be died down by the time I get out there, it looks like, so I'll be good. Anyway, I'll turn it back over to Net Control, KN4FSA.
Yeah, I thank you bunch for checking in with us. Anytime you get a chance, we're here today. Either me or Mike or Russ, we're here during the week. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. I think I need to go to K88WTG first on the recheck.
Is W3WVA for a recheck?
Okay, I'll get you there get you here just a little bit there. Anyway, Tom, I heard Tom come in and then also heard you. All right, Tom, where'd you go to? Okay, well, he lost his place. Anyway, W3WVA on the recheck. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, hi, real quick. I just wanted to let Jennifer know that in about 5 or 10 minutes I'll post a picture of that arch rotor controller on my QRZ page at Whiskey 3 Whiskey Victor Alpha. And I really, just once again, I really kind of highly recommend that little bow thing for $10 because the bands are open. You can transmit just about on any frequency on the 2 meters and the 70 centimeters band. But anyway, I just want to let you know that I'll be posting that picture here in just a few minutes. And thanks again. W3WVA, back to net control.
Okie-dokie. All right. Thank you, and good hearing from you this evening. All right, we're still looking for somebody else to check in with us. If so, please call now.
Kilo 8, Delta Mike Kilo, Dan.
All right. KDMK, Danny. What's going on this evening?
Well, Gary, not much going on over here. Went and got a few groceries today and went to Walmart to try to pick up my medicine, but that was a madhouse down there, so that's like shooting and spitting in the wind, if you know what I mean. And so I left there and went to Kroger's, got me some groceries, and come back, unloaded all that, and been here watching the TV this evening. So that's about all I've done today, and I guess they say we're supposed to get rain. I did see a ring around the moon. The old timers used to say, you see a ring around the moon, that means rain's coming. So there is a ring around the moon, and for once I hope they're wrong, if you know what I mean. I got to go to Circleville tomorrow and get my second COVID shot. So, Gary, I'll turn it back to you. This is KDMK, back to net control.
Hey, Danny. Sure good to hear you. And seems like you're sounding stronger all the time. And so I'm sure glad that things is going well with you. It sure was good to hear you. All right. Anybody else out there like to check into the Portsmouth Radio Club 2 meter net? Thursday night, Traders Net, with or without a listing, please call now. Okay, I'm going to get myself in here. WX8G. Well, I'll tell you what, it was a pretty busy day for me today. We got up very early this morning and took Shelley up to Cabell Hospital here in West Virginia, and then when we got done there, we came back down to the Berg, and she had a package she needed to send, and then we had to go over to the drugstore and pick up her prescriptions. And anyway, we finally got home, and anyway, I had to make a trip to Sciotaville, and also went by the trucking company and picked up papers that I've got to fill out. And so hopefully I'm thinking maybe about Monday or maybe past that, may get to go to work. So that's exciting to me. And along with that, I finally had to run out, get something there for Shelley at the Dollar General, and then I had to run by house and pick up her mail and packages. So been pretty busy. Haven't had much time for sitting around, but it's been a good day. I should sleep well tonight. So that's pretty much it for me. Hope everybody just has a wonderful, wonderful evening, and then tomorrow have a great day. All right, this is WX8G, and do we have any others that we'd like to check into the Portsmouth Radio Club 2 meter net? Please call now.
KD8, BMB.
Hey, Rodney, I had you there, and sound like maybe There might have been somebody tried to come in with you, but you was the one that won the battle. Was there another one out there who wants to check this evening? Please call now.
N8WBV.
Having a little bit of dyslexia there, Jerry. Okay, I got Rodney and I got Jerry. Do we have anybody else? All right, I guess we may as well head over to downriver there on the west side. And KD8 VMB, Rodney, it's your turn, sir.
Good evening, Gary, and everybody else out there, and all ships at sea. This is KD8 VMB. That river's holding at about 28 feet right now. Holding pretty steady. River traffic's picking back up. They must have delayed a lot of stuff because of the cold weather, but it's moving now. 38 degrees. Ain't much going on here. Went to town, took care of some banking, and took old Buffy with me. She feeling jealous and left out. I carried her out and put her in the car and took her for a ride. I think she enjoyed herself. Make her feel wanted. The little puppy's driving me nuts. I'm getting lots of exercise though. Everything else here is copacetic. Thanks for doing that, Gary. We'll send it back to you. KD8 VMB.
Okay, Rodney. That sounds good to me. How old is the little beagle puppy?
7 weeks.
Oh, I bet that's a cute little thing. I'll tell you, I love them when they're young like that, but they grow up into a big dog. Well, you know. But I see every once in a while there'll be somebody that's got a little beagle there in the commercial or so, and they are pretty. All right, Rodney, thank you much. All right, well, I guess we'll go out on the other side of the west side, out back of town. N8WBV. Jerry, come on in, and if you got something you want to sell, list it with us.
Okay, Gary. Well, yeah, there's a lot of things I could sell. I got a few grandkids and a couple of dogs and stuff like that, but I don't think that'd be interesting to a lot of people in the ham community. Gary, if you get a chance, I don't know, I think you got my phone number. Whenever your net's over with or this net's over with, would it be okay for you to give me a call if you can there, all right? N8WBV.
Okay, Jerry, I can give you my number. I mean, it's not secret or anything. My cell phone is 740-250-4955. So if you can call me, that would be just fine also.
Okay, 450-4955, correct? Is that right?
740-250-4955.
Okay, well, there's just a few things I want to talk to you about there, if that's all right, Gary. And hate to interrupt the net there this evening, so you continue on there, and when you're done, I'll give you a call there, okay? N8WBV.
Righty, Jerry. But Jerry, you never, ever feel like like that you're taking my time or anything like that. You've known me for a lot of years, and if it hadn't been for you, I probably would have never ever got my license in ham. So, there's a special place in my heart there, you know, as far as like you, because I enjoyed you all that time while we was doing the other, and so anyway, it's always good to hear you in there. So, yeah, that'll be fine right after the net. All right, do we have anybody else out there that would like to check into the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net? And it's Trader's net. Please call now. All right, well, I guess that's pretty much it. I guess this time we'll go ahead and want to thank everybody that stood by while our net was being conducted. And we'd like to also thank all those out there that participated in the net. It sure makes it fun when you got people that checks in, and that's one of the things about me when I do a net. I like for people to get some laughs out of some of the things that goes on, and then it's just great to talk with you. So at this time, we'll go ahead and turn the NHQA repeaters and the KG4 DVE repeater and links, turn them back to normal amateur use. This is WX8G, Gary, and I'm signing clear, and good night, everybody.